Hi, I'm Christina and you're watching Creative Hub TV. You will be most intrigued by my guest today. She not only runs one but two businesses and I can't wait to hear her story. Join me now. Please welcome my guest, Rebecca Middleton. Rebecca, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Christina. Thank you for having me here.
And thank you for joining us. I am so intrigued by your story. Now, I've just introduced you as the woman that runs not one but two businesses. Now we really want to know, how do you do it and what do you do?
Oh, wow. How long have we got? How do I do it? I guess I've learnt over a long period of time a range of methods that help me to be organised and to help me to be innovative and to also plan and empower other people to assist me. So I'd have to say that it would mostly be around the innovation, planning and the tribe community and the empowerment of others to help me achieve what I do.
So you've obviously come from a corporate background and now you've gone more into an entrepreneurial role. So what is this corporate background that you are familiar with?
So I actually started off as a small business owner, funnily enough, although the last 20 years has been in corporate. I started my career in organisational psychology, looking at how the human mind works and how people create greatness, I guess, and high performance. And then I decided that I wanted to travel around the world. So I did a hairdressing apprenticeship as a mature age student and went to start my travels and reached Melbourne and bought a hairdressing salon.
Oh, wow.
I haven't done the overseas travel yet. But yeah, so that was more about owning the business and really enjoying the startup to ramp up to creating some efficiency and looking after staff. So I was still practicing the organisational psychology and a lot of the business, approach that I had been learning in that small business. Eventually though, after having my first child, who now is 19, turning 20 next month, I returned to Brisbane, which is my hometown where my family was, and then went back into HR consulting and became a registered training organisation. So when you ask, I guess, about the corporate background came from becoming a HR consultancy and a registered training organisation that specialised in business and leadership and management training.
So today you run Chevron Design Hair and Beauty, and that is quite a sacred space because you've taken this corporate training, this essence of who you are, and you put it into this space, but it's a different type of salon, isn't it? Like, what is that you now offer women, that space that you're talking about?
Yeah, so I've obviously come back to my roots again and purchased a hairdressing salon on Chevron Island, and that happened after quite a tough 18 months. My father was diagnosed with cancer. It was a real shock to all of us. He passed away in July last year. And my mother, who was married to him for 48 years, was suffering tremendous loss, as you can imagine. And within 1 month, she was also diagnosed with breast cancer, which we really believe occurred from the stress and the hormones that occur as a result of cortisol and, adrenal fatigue and all of those things that women are prone to. And just going through that phase of watching him in the final days, deciding what he was going to wear when he was buried, and then supporting mum through grief and then her own tragic news, made me think, as women, are we really taking the time to stop and pause and love ourselves and look after ourselves and prioritise our health and well-being? And I wanted to create this sacred place where it's affordable for people to do that, which means they're prioritising it and doing it regularly. So we don't charge crazy prices, but it's also about self-love and worth. And it's funny, I had some small business owners that come in and get their hair done, and I'm actually coaching them quite organically, it wasn't planned, but we're being innovative and disrupting the market while we're in the salon, doing their hair. So the two sort of come together quite nicely, unplanned. But the salon is sacred. It's a beautiful place for people to stop and pause and take a moment to breathe and enjoy the company of those around them and take care of themselves, because things can change on a dime, as you know, and we experience that firsthand.
That is an amazing thing, actually. I know whenever I go somewhere, I always like to know who owns this space and who am I dealing with, and what are their values and their ethics and morals even.
Yeah.
And for me to know that you would run a salon like that where I'm getting my hair done would give me so much more confidence that the service, the ambience, everything about the salon would actually make me feel truly special as a person. So I commend you for that. That's incredible.
Thank you. It's been interesting because, as I said, for 20 years I've been consulting to businesses, and most of those businesses have been large corporate entities. Telstra, Ergon Energy, James Hardie, some publicly listed organisations. The method and the message that is consistent across all of those businesses is exactly the things that you spoke about, which is making a space for the customer, recognising their needs, organically catering to those needs, exceeding those expectations, and ultimately everyone is striving for happiness. So if we can do that in whatever setting, whether it be corporate or in a hairdressing salon on Chevron Island, then I am achieving what I want to achieve, which is happiness for everyone around me.
And what an idyllic setting that to go to such a glamorous place like Chevron Island, and yet it's still an affordable service. So you've done amazing.
Yeah, this is absolutely not about trying to make loads and loads of money off hairdressing. This is about making it very affordable for people to come in. We have themed days as well. So for mothers who have young children, we have a child carer who will come in and mind the children while the mothers relax, take a load off, not worry about the noise or mess even that kids make, because we can take care of that.
Yes.
We have other days where boss babes come in, and you know, it might be somebody who is employed, like a real estate agent or a self-employed female entrepreneur, and we keep the music low so they can plug in their laptops and make phone calls and still work, because most boss babes don't take time out for themselves to stop for 2 or 3 hours, and they should.
That is a brilliant idea. I actually love that.
Yes, it's really good.
Whoever does this?
It's what we've needed, and then we have other times where we call it turn it up, which is loud music, cocktails from Ravens, tappers, and just total let's have a drink and enjoy each other's company and a good old laugh, but look good at the same time.
That's it. I am changing my hair salon and I'm coming to yours.
Please do.
Now tell me, so this now leads me into, what is this second business, Reset Ready? I mean, what an incredible name. I just want to know all about it. Tell me.